Hello everyone, welcome to BB Knows Best. Today I'm gonna speak about morning routines. I love morning routines. I think it's so important to have one. So I'm gonna share with you the morning routine that I used to do before COVID-19 and the routine that I'm doing now. Very different. Well, not such a big difference, but one thing it changed is the time I start my day. Normally, I start my day at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm a 5 a.m. person. I am like the 5 a.m. club, like Robin Sharma. I was inspired by him. About 4 or 5 years ago, I started to wake up at 5 o'clock. And I love this because it gets me so many things done. And it just keeps me very focused. And I just get that feeling that I achieved so much during the day and I'm done earlier. So that gives me more time for family and to just do the things that I love to do. What I do when I get up, first thing, meditation. Well, I really believe that meditation is very important. It does not matter what kind of meditation you do, but the important thing is to commit to do it. And it really doesn't matter either how much time you do it. I started by 5 minutes. It has been times in my life that I have been doing 1 hour, 45 minutes. Right now, I'm doing 20 minutes. I commit to do 20 minutes first thing in the morning. Yes, religiously, I do that. Another thing that I like to do is to connect with the higher power, to just pray and just be grateful for everything that is in my life. When gyms used to be open, I go to the gym in the morning, normally between 3 and 5 times a week. Or if I wanted to go to a yoga class or Pilates class, which I love, or I just go to the gym and I do some kind of exercise. It's very important to also take care of our physique. I think that body and mind works together, so we need to take care of both of them. And then a nice breakfast. It's so important. It doesn't matter if you're having a breakfast later in the day. Well, I normally try to skip dinner or I have dinner very early and I'm a breakfast person, so that's part of my routine to have a very powerful breakfast. So I just start the day with the energy that I need to take the day. Well, another thing that I do is to write in my journal. It's very important for me to write 10 things I am grateful for. I also write about my wishes for the day, what I would like to accomplish, the things that I like. I don't forget sometimes to just write about the feelings. How do I feel this day? Not always I have the time to really be very expressive, but I try to really record how do I feel. Because when I go back into my journals, I could see that the moments that I was really more complaining in a low vibration level because I don't feel it so good. Well, I have a tendency to look at life in a very different way, that when you are high, when you're feeling that everything is happening and you feel that you're winning in life. So your attitude is very important and it's good to kind of have a record about what is your attitude. So that's kind of my morning routine. Normally I do this between 5 and 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, depending on the time. This is the time that I use for that, and then just to start my day and start working, and I keep up with my day. Another day I will speak about the night routines because I also have a night routine that I actually started later, but when you really know that you have a morning routine, which I think is very important, how do you start your day, and you're able to have that in place, then you could build up a better night routine. But just to start by something, I do believe that you just put something in there and you said, okay, I'm gonna meditate, or I'm gonna make sure that I have a very healthy breakfast every day, or I'm gonna make sure that I go to the gym and I'm gonna do some kind of exercise. Some people are lucky enough to really have a yoga practice. I'm not there yet, but I will. Hopefully during this time of that social distance, I'm able to just install that. I have done it a few days here and there. I just did it, but I kind of love to be supported by the class. I love to just be in with people. Just enjoying yoga with people is so great. Now I need to learn to just do that by myself, but I will. Well, and what else I could tell you that it's important about these routines is that you just commit to them. It is so important that you just do it. Don't feel bad if one day you don't do it, but once you install this routine, it's so great. You feel great because you start your mornings doing something that you committed to. And in this case, you trust in yourself and you just kind of loving yourself. It's important to start your day really loving yourself. And I think that one side of loving yourself is to just commit to something and do it. What is my morning routines now in these times of social distance confinement? Very different. I don't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't. I try to get up at 7, which for me is difficult because I was programmed already for 5 o'clock. But now I allow my body to rest because now that we are in a period of time of really stop running, stay in our place, be more within, I think that sleeping is extremely important. So I'm getting up a little bit later. Also, I'm not trying to go to bed, so late either. I'm trying to just keep up with the good habits. To go bed always between 10 and 11 is a good time, and I get up at 7. I try, even if I'm not sleeping, I just try to be in the bed for a little while to just put my thoughts together, and then I just sit and I start my meditation. One thing that I don't stop doing, 20 minutes meditation, and it feels so good. I also make sure that I don't look at my phone first thing, and I don't get binged by all this news and all these things. So the first hour I do meditation, I do some breathing exercises, and I'm sure that I have some time to put myself together. Now, instead of doing that physical part in the morning, I do it more at night, and I started to really dance it off. Why? Because, I really love to move my body, and it's very hard in the morning for me to just sit and do yoga. I'm not there yet. I'm honest with you. I hope I am. I'm trying to force myself, but one thing I really love is to just dance and sweat. Sweat because it's so important to just do some kind of aerobic exercise, and dancing is so much fun. So that's one thing that I will explain later because that's part of my night routine right now. But I just wanted to let you know that, of course, my body is important, and I make sure also that I take care of it. Breakfast is super important also, so I make sure that I have a wonderful shake with vegetables and fruits and all these different powders that I put there because we all need to be strong, and just our system needs to really take care of ourselves right now. So it's important, and a little bit of protein and the right amount of carbohydrates. So I always have like a very yummy breakfast. It's good to have breakfast also in company, and now it's wonderful that I can have breakfast with my husband every morning, and it's been amazing to just have that time together. And after breakfast, each one go and do all the jobs, and we share again a late lunch. But this is really good to have a morning routine. So this is kind of my morning routine. I also write in my journal that I don't stop doing it. But guess what? Now that I don't need to run so much, that I have more time, I spend more time writing. And what I'm really in touch is with my feelings. I kind of express, how do I feel today? And some days it's very difficult because I'm not feeling my best. I'm confused by everything that is happening. I want this to finish as soon as possible. We don't really see still when it's going to finish. So I also register that feeling there. And I get to feel much better because I just can pour that into my book. And my book is going to receive it. It's going to welcome it. And I also... it's amazing when you also put your wins, when you are happy, when something is amazing. And I also make sure that I have some time to reconnection, to make sure that everybody's fine. So after I finish that routine, what I'm doing during these days is to check with my family and with my friends and make sure that everybody is doing good. And even sometimes somebody who I haven't think in a long time, I just say, who I haven't spoken with in a long time, and I just make sure that I send them a voice message, just send a text message asking them how are they doing. So this is a little bit of my routines. I explained you my routine before COVID-19 and the routine I'm doing now. I believe when this finishes, of course, I'm gonna keep going with the same kind of routine. I will of course integrate again, going to the classes. I love yoga, Pilates classes, going to the gym, that is going back. I'm not quite sure about getting up same time, 5 o'clock in the morning. I might go back to that because I think that it helps me really grounded somehow. I prefer the person that goes to bed earlier, and I spend, of course, 7-8 hours of sleep is very, very important. But my morning routine is going to be the same. The only thing that I'm trying to integrate is the creative part, the innovative part. So one question that I'm going to ask myself and I'm going to write in my journal is how creative I could be today, what I could do different. So now it's one of the routines that it's new and I'm installing in my life, and I also gonna keep going from there. Maybe I discover new ways and new routines, and of course, I promise you, I will share with you. So just this is it for today, morning routine. Another day we will speak about night routines. What is the rituals that I do before going to bed to make sure that I have a great night's sleep and I get up with a great feeling of optimism, with a feeling that everything is great and today is going to be a great day. That's a mantra. Yes, when you get up in the morning, that's another thing. You could tell yourself, today is going to be a great day. Actually, I learned this beautiful mantra through my practice of non-meditation. I will speak more about the different kinds of meditations that I practice. And yes, that's all for today. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching.